It's Monday, my heating's broken, I'm in a jacket. EastEnders weekly catch-up. I'm having so much fun doing these. People on the forums, you're keeping me alive. We're having fun with it. More people will have fun with it down the line. Anyway, that being said, let's get into it. It's another week and so much has happened. We had one of the worst redubbed parts I've ever seen in EastEnders in recent times. Just watch this.
What number?
5A.
We're number 1.
Right, so let's kick things off with one of my favourite storylines from the week. Mystic Mo. Mo had picked up on the fact that Jean was missing Daniel, and she was coming across like when someone finds out I call my ex.
And I remember you calling his voicemail not 2 weeks ago.
Well, I was very sad.
So she thought the best way to solve this would be to hold a seance. You know, put his troublesome spirit to rest. And of course she's doing this for Jean's welfare. There's no other reason Mo would ever just do something to help someone out, is there? Of course, what Mo didn't know is Daniel is 100% alive, so him and Jean thought this would be the perfect opportunity to reintroduce him to the family.
Daniel, have you a message for us in our earthly realm?
Yeah. Pop the kettle on, would you?
Nan? Nan?
I'm gasping for a cup of tea.
I think one of the funniest moments from all of this was Daniel finding out that his fake death wasn't even one of the best fake deaths on the square.
Mo faked Kat's death, then she faked her own. Got a coffin and everything.
Coffin? That's a strong move.
And sadly, Billy and Karen have split up. Yep, Karen's frustrations with Billy not opening up about any information he may have on Keanu or anything that Phil may have said means that she can no longer trust him, which means that their little romantic relationship that was just, it was really nice, is starting to fall apart.
Well, I've enjoyed it. That's any good to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
She's taking it well, though.
Are you sure? I mean, what sort of an idiotic question is that? You absolute pillock.
Well, she sounds fine.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Mitch. But this is also giving her the freedom to defend Janet in front of Honey, because obviously Honey doesn't want Janet entering the beauty pageant because she is special needs. And I, along with everyone else watching the show, thinks let that little girl have her moment and put your hang-ups on the side. And guess what? Karen said it for us. Karen has been top grade recently. She's been great, actually. And she told Honey exactly where to go stick it.
And you don't want her to do it because you don't want her to have fun or something.
And hearing that Karen was looking out for Janet has made Billy really reconsider where he stands as a person. Yes, he's always been a Mitchell, but he's not going to lie to someone that he cares about.
I think Phil knows about it. So if you want to go and have it out with him, I'll come with you. Like, what I'm saying is,
No, I know what you're saying.
I'm on your side.
Not only did it have a positive effect on Billy, it actually had a positive effect on Honey. She's now going to let Janet join the pageant. Obviously, we understand that Honey didn't want to enter Janet because of her own hang-ups when it comes to modelling and the way that she views herself. She clearly has an eating disorder that she's hiding from people, which we luckily... She clearly has an eating disorder that she's hiding from people, but thankfully this week Billy has picked up on it. Not only that, she's clearly tried to address it in some shape or form by at least not letting that hang up become her child's hang up.
Miss Janet Mitchell!
Janet was actually crowned the Princess of Walford, or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was at this point. Like, do you know what I mean? But we learnt a very important lesson that I think everyone should take on board.
Family. She wins, we all win, alright?
And then Gray and Chantal has been one of the major storylines. And look, there's no clips, there's no jokes. Let's just talk about this for a second. This storyline is really affecting me because it's going on for so long and it's actually really hurtful. But great understanding to watch this woman push away her family and almost get Stockholm Syndrome in the process. Because, hey, that's what fear does to people living in abusive situations and stuff. I think this storyline is really powerful and important. But he needs to die. Like, he actually needs to die. We need to go old school. Little Mo with the iron over the head of Trevor. Leo is still about. And I'm not sure if you noticed this, but most people did, he set up the new stool, and if you take a look at the name, it's actually an anagram of Whitney Dean. If you look at the words that are being highlighted underneath, looks good, etc. This guy is going to kill her. There is no other question in my mind. This guy is 100% going to kill her. This is what's going to happen, right? Chantal is probably going to get rid of Gray, and Leo is going to get rid of Whitney. Chantal is going to get hers over Gray, and Leo is going to kill Whitney. I feel like Whitney's probably been on the show long enough now. She's probably had enough, and this is just what they need to use to put her out. She is not going to get her happy ending, and I'm really upset about that. That's what they're driving home with Whitney at the moment. Her story is she needs to go through and get this done on her own, and I just don't think it's going to play out like that. We may be surprised. Let me know what you think in the comments about some of these storylines. I'm trying to push this a bit more into a conversation as well. Finally, Louise is going crazy. No other way to put it. She cannot deal with the guilt that's going on, and she is going skits. Look at this.
I'm not a bad mum. You're a bad mum, Sharon. You're a bad
Louise,
mum.
I understand you're angry.
It's all that, or if he cried out, or if he suffered.
She is a loose cannon. Can you imagine trying to tell someone, yo, we need to keep quiet about this, and they go,
Keep my mouth shut. How many times do you need to say it?
oh, lower your voice. Just, we killed somebody, okay? I'm sorry it's been a bit more like a review, but look, I don't want to do any of these serious themes like an injustice by taking the piss out of them, so sometimes these are going to be a bit more like a review, and hopefully you might like that because it means we can have more of a conversation about things. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I hope that's brought you up to speed with most of the storylines that are going on as we move into the new week. I think I might start ending these on a dramatic sort of ending. Like someone will burst in through the door and be like, this is your baby! And I'll be like, and it'll go...